What's going on, guys? Plastic Beach X3 back here with another One Piece sim video, and this time it's going to be another ranked ladder video utilizing the Pluffy strategy. So obviously I haven't posted in a while. Just been really busy with work and wrestling practice because I'm a wrestling coach. And I was testing for nationals or whatever. If you didn't see my community post, I ended up 66th at nationals in Orlando with the Dofi strategy. And whenever I got back, I just kind of was tired of playing Dofi. There's not a ton of big tournaments. I'm not in any of the treasure cups. I mean, I might be, but if I get on the wait list in February. But for now, I just kind of wanted to mess around on the rank sim, start making some videos again. So I stole the, I think, top 16 list of Pluffy. Don't remember the player's name, but here it is. We're going to be playing some Pluffy on the rank sim. I got about 5 or 6 games recorded. Actually, I have about 10, but I'm trying to make 2 videos out of this. But it's relatively low ladder, nothing high ranked yet. I'm getting there, like I said in my community post. Having a ton of time to test, and when I was mostly testing with friends, not really on the ranked ladder. But I wanted to play some ranked and make a video, so we got some Pluffy gameplay for y'all. The list is 2 Clay, 1 Frenosuke, 4 Kid, 3 Hitokiri, 4 Sanji, 3 Mom, 3 Sanji, 7 drop, 4 of the Law, 1 of the Nico Robin, 2 of the 9 drop Rush, 4 of the Usopp, 3 of the Onami blocker, and then obviously like 4 of the Sanji, Zoro, Luffy, and obviously 4 Giant. So some interesting ratios. I think, just the Frenosuke is just a split with the Hitokiri. Which, you could just play 4 Hitokiri if you really wanted to, but Frankie's searchable and has a rush. Interesting on the 3 Nami, I think this is what most people are doing now. They're cutting back on this Nami in favor of like this Robin or something. But yeah, so let's get into the games. Like I said, I just copied the list, so it's not like I made the list or anything. If you want to look at like reasons for cards and stuff, you can go watch that guy's deck profile. But we're going to be playing in Shanks here in the first game. I'm going to go first, of course. Going to play the Law, search the Zoro Zero. And now we just have perfect curve with the Zoro Zero, assuming we can find like a Sanji off of this Zoro. Obviously going to take make our leader 4, but that's fine. We don't find the Sanji, so we just have to take the 9-drop Luffy, which is very good in the Shanks matchup. I actually tested Shanks quite a bit before Nationals because I thought I was going to play it, but I ended up not playing it and just sticking with Dofi because I just didn't like the matchup spread that much. Debating playing the 7 Rush Sanji, and I just end up tapped a Building Snake, interestingly. Maybe not. I don't know if I should have done that or not. Yeah, probably should have tapped the Lucky Roo. I don't know what that play was. But I just didn't have anything to play off of the Luffy that felt good. So, yeah, I thought I would get some cards out of hand with the Building Snake, but obviously didn't get any cards out of hand and lost to Zoro in the process. So maybe should have tapped the Lucky Roo and swung into it with the Zoro or something, or just like swung Zoro into Building Snake. That probably would have been better, but I don't think it's going to matter in the long run, to be honest. They're going to play the Usopp or the Yasup, go plus 1,000. Also, sorry, I've been sick this weekend, so like if I just sound sick or monotone, that's why. We're going to discard the Robin and put the Yasup in life. Not even going to swing the 5 because they have a 6k leader. They're going to 8 Dawn, so they could play like Dragon or something would be the most detrimental, but I guess like Rayleigh with this Building Snake could be good. They could kill the Mom and -2 to the Sanji. They're actually going to play Autumna and go Whitebeard after Building Snaking the Mom. Going to KO the Mom with the Beard. Put a Rested Dawn under leader with the Whitebeard, and then 6 at life. Just give them a 2k. We'll go 5. They'll use leader ability. Go 7. They'll take it. And then we'll go 9-drop Luffy, draw a card, swing 10 at life, pass turn, hold up a Dawn for the Giant. They're going to go 5. We'll give him a 1K Sangoro because we're probably going to be playing the Nami off of this Luffy and not the Sanji anymore. And we draw Sanji anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter. And then they're just going to 10-drop Shanks our 9-drop, which just suck. So they've had answers to clear our board, so they're in a very good position to win. This is pretty much how Shanks wins this matchup, I feel like, is you just remove everything. So they're doing well. We're going to go 6. They're going to have to leader ability 1K, and then we'll go 7. And they take it. So that's an interesting take if they have the counter. They're going to go ahead and KO the Onami with the Whitebeard effect, which is fine. It essentially blocked an attack. And then 12 into the Sanji. Could definitely save this with the Gavel 2K. And I end up doing that because it seemed relatively free. I have to give up the Giant, of course, but I get to keep my Sanji, my 7K swing, which in this matchup you just want as much pressure at face as possible. In my experience, at least. I'm not a Pluffy genius or anything, so... Opponent's then going to slam the 10-drop Shanks, swing into the Sanji. I'll let it go, of course, and then give him a 1K for the leader swing. Now our Luffy's at 7K, which is annoying. And we might just be dead here if we don't establish 2 blockers, which we can't because we're only on 8 Dawn. Good leader ability. We're just going to go 7 to see what they do. They 2K, 1K. Fair enough. Gonna go 8 at life. See if they take this one. Try to put them in position to lose next turn. We're gonna Onami. And luckily draw into a Giant so that we hopefully just don't die next turn. We have 2 life, a blocker, and a Giant, so maybe we could get through it. And they just decide not to swing at life, so. A little weird. I'm not sure what they're planning on doing. Maybe like Rayleigh or something, really lucky. But regardless, I probably just need to keep this Luffy if I can. So I decide to guard out of that 12. And then they put 2 Dawn under Whitebeard to swing 10 into 7. Once again, I think I just need to save it to try and ensure against any blockers. And they do have double blocker. They have double Lucky Roo. But luckily we do have this Sanji. We're going to use that ability. Tap one of the Lucky Roos. Use our leader ability. So now we can go 6, 7, 7 here. With a blocker. No life. So they just have to get out of 7-6. And they have leader ability. But they just don't have the counter. They are all bricked up on double Whitebeard, Rayleigh, Dragon, and 2 1Ks. So they could have leader ability 1K 6, and then we have 2 7s coming their way. Obviously, the Lucky Roo can't kill the Sanji because it has to be a base power 6 or less. So the fact that Shanks is minusing it doesn't kill the Sanji. So... You know, kind of got lucky there that they didn't have the counter, but, I mean, they did have, like, all the answers for our board throughout the game. So, And that usually, I would say, doesn't happen like a lot of the time. Usually Shanks is a really, really inconsistent deck, and the fact that they had all the answers to remove a body per turn was really good for them. So we just had to get lucky to win that match, I feel like, and we did. So we're going to go into the next game with Pluffy. It's going to be against a Blackbeard. We're going to go first. They're going to black hole us on our 3/4 Dawn turn, which is fair enough. We're not going to get to search with the Zoro, but I mean, we still get the Zoro. They're going to Liberation and then black hole us. That's once again fine. Probably just going to stick this Sanji past turn. They're going to This Is My Age search. Find the .Q, but they can't kill our Sanji with .Q this turn. They're just going to establish a Jesus and pass. Well, obviously Black Hole and pass. They're playing the Ice Age, which I hate Ice Age and Blackbeard, but that's just me. And I'm going to choose to play the Sanji blocker here. It's like one of the best cards in this matchup because it's hard to kill and it's a blocker. Let's see if they end up tapping their Jesus Burgess. A lot of times Teach players lose because they tap their Jesus way too early. We're going to go 6 at life. We're going to give them the Hitokiri because they might swing with this Jesus. And then they just black hole pass. Fair enough. Going to go 5 at life, 7 at life, 7 at life. Just try to get really aggressive. They have to take all those and just play the 9-drop past turn. So yeah, we were in a pretty dominating position here. They're at 0 life. They took every single life we swung. They have to tap their Jesus before they can get full value out of it, and they're just going to 10-drop us. And let's see if they black hole. They do. Once again, Ice Age doing absolutely nothing. We're gonna swing 9. They take the block, and now it's just a free 14, and we win the game. And you can see they had double Blackbeard, double 1K, and some brick. Going to the next game, and against another Blackbeard opponent. And I honestly don't think this matchup is too bad for Blackbeard. If you guys, there's a really good YouTuber who makes Blackbeard deck profile or gameplay. Don't remember his name off the top of my head, but I will mention it later because I'm going to make a Blackbeard video here soon. I have been playing Blackbeard on the ranked recently, more recently than this Pluffy list. So we'll get to that eventually, but he always says that it's like a 50-50 matchup if you go first, which this person is going first. They're going to, once again, Liberation our Zoro, and then swing 5. We'll just give him a 1K, swing 7, and play the Sanji. It's like obviously the best card in the matchup because you can draw with it regardless of the Blackbeard's ability. But, you know, they could always have Laboon into .Q on this turn, but they didn't. Thankfully, they had Hachinoso. So they have to go Hachinoso into Jesus. Swing 6 and play Jesus, I guess. Give up the 2K, which is questionable because that, once again, is like one of the best cards in the matchup. So maybe I should have kept that Sanji in my hand. We're going to swing 6, get the draw into an Onami. They're going to hit the This Is My Age and draw a Shiru 2K counter. We'll go 5 at life. They'll give us the 2K counter, and then we're going to play double blocker Onami into Captain Kid. Their Jesus is at +3, and they're on the Kaido. Crazy enough, multiple of them. They're going to draw the Van Augur into on the Onami, and then .Q, kill the Onami. Swing 6 into the Sanji. I'll just give them a 1K, see if they want to tap the Burgess. They don't, so they're going to black hole us past turn. I'm just going to keep swinging at life. Maybe that's incorrect to not clear like this .Q or this Van Augur or something, but I just want to get really aggressive, put him at 0 this turn if possible, and establish another kid blocker. So hopefully they just can't out my board. It's not like .q Van Auger is like outing anything on my board. Anyway, like by themselves, they would have to like summon a Laboon or an Ice Age or something, or a Tempest Kick, which means that they're not 10 dropping me. And I forget to pass turn here. I'm talking to friends on Discord. Finally pass turn. I'm going to Hachi no So, draw the Van Auger. And then Blackbeard, nullify the blocker. Swing 6 into the Sanji. I just have to counter that. And I'll keep the Rush Sanji just in case, even though it's probably never going to get its effect. Gotta let go of the 9k and then take the 5k. And yeah, just trying to see if I remember any of the cards in their hand, which I think I don't because they discard the Van Auger for Black Hole ability. But since they discard a 1k, I gotta imagine that they have some sort of 2ks in hand. I'm just gonna like go for it, I think. We'll go 10 to see if they block it or not. If they do, we could always hold up 1, but they just don't have it, so. I think the idea here is like, I can swing 10, I'll still have a blocker. If he does 10 drop me, then I can probably get out of, assuming I leave one up, like I'm just gonna swing 10-10 here. Make him discard their whole hand, like hold up the blocker. Have 2 life to like essentially 4 swings with the giant, and maybe we get there. We just have to counter out a 1 swing and take a block. So pretty safe play just to go 10-10. If they don't have it, then we win on the spot. So, and they didn't have it. So then we'll go into the next game against another Shanks player. They are going to go. They're going to steal first from us. Fair enough, and then just go 8. We'll take it, bricked up with triple Zoro, but that's fine. We're going to use our leader ability, swing 6, so that they have to at least give us a card here. They don't, they take it. We'll play the Zoro. Take the 9 drop, I think. Yeah, our hand's pretty bricked up, so maybe we just don't take the 9 drop. But the 9 drop is very good in this matchup. Just the rush ability is very good against Shanks. They're going to swing 5. We got to give them... Yeah, we'll just give him the 1k because we have plenty of things to play out this Luffy. We don't necessarily need the Sangoro. We just need to filter, really. So I'd rather not give up a 2k in this spot. We're going to leader ability so that we can swing 6-6. And then Luffy Taro into Zoro. Zoro searches us a 2k, which once again we need counter in our hands. So we're just filtering out our bricks. They're going to Beckman our Zoro. Swing 6-5. We'll counter into both. And now I think we're going to put the Marco in life here. Arguably should have swung 6-6 leader ability. Instead of just letting him get a free leader ability on us. He's going to play the dragon, put 2 under leader, swing 8 into Zoro. Gotta let that go. And then 7 into life. It's going to be 7-9, obviously, so we got to counter out of probably the first one. Just so we don't straight up die next turn. And then 8 into the Luffy, which is questionable in my opinion. Because it just requires a 2k, and this deck like plays 100 2ks. But whatever, we're going to play the 9 drop, draw a card, give rush, and then all of a sudden they're at 1 life. They get to play this Shanks, but assuming we can guard out of some attacks here, which should be wrapped up next turn because they decided not to play any blockers or anything. So we're going to try and save as many characters as we can. We got to let this Luffy go, though. And then just try to kill him. So we'll go 9 to start. Could still pivot to playing a blocker, but that's probably not enough to not lose, since we don't have the giant in hand. They don't use leader ability. So we're just going to go another 9. And they once again don't use leader ability. So we'll just give it to them now. And they just also didn't use... So they just never used leader ability this turn. So we get there with the Sanji. Like, if they just... I don't know. I don't know what their thought was there. I thought I lost because, like... I mean, what I could have done is, like, play this kid and, like, hope to hit a giant out of life, which I think was the play if they would have not took this 5. But since they took the 5, I'm like... I mean, I might as well go for it and swing 6. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I lose that one anyway, doesn't it? Because he can just leader ability 1K. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he thought he used... Did he use his leader ability? Oh, wait, yeah, he did use his leader ability on the Luffy. So he used it on the Luffy, couldn't use it on the 5. Okay, my bad. Let's just rewind a little bit. Okay, sorry. Once again, I'm sick. I'm not really thinking straight. So he did, look, he uses his leader ability here and gives us 1-1-2-1. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know what's going on. Regardless, we won the game because they misplayed somehow, some way. I don't really remember how or really understand how. But we get there with the Rush Sanji. I think they just over-countered. We'll play the last game of the video here with the Pluffy mirror. They're going to choose to go first. We'll just pass on 2. Play Blanclet, swing 5, give him a 1K counter, and then play the Law, search the Zorajiro. We're just going to play this Sanji, I presume. Pass turn. They're going to go leader ability. Play the Onami. Weird. Discard the Giant and draw 2 and then play Zorajiro. And find another Zorajiro. They're going to swing 5. We'll give them a 1K counter. And now we're at 8 Dawn with our leader ability. We can draw off this Sanji. We're going to go 5. And 7. Draw a card. They're going to take the block on the 7. Then we can Luffy Taro into Sanji again. Pass turn. They're going to go 6 into Sanji. I think we just have to counter that every time. 8 into Sanji, and they just have it. And then 6 into life, we'll counter that. See if they play Big Mom. Yeah. So they can play Big Mom and put the Sanji into life. But we can kind of do the same thing with their Zoro. Obviously, kill the Bond Clay and then go 8 at life. We're actually going to play the Luffy. Just get really aggressive, I guess, which I guess is fair. Pass turn, hold up a fake Giant. We're not dying this turn, and there's like nothing they can put into our life. There's not a body they can remove without swinging into it, essentially, is what I'm trying to say. They can't remove anything with the Lin. But they do have a ton of cards in hand, so that's kind of sketchy. And we do have the Usopp, so we can tap a Nami blocker or something, or a Kid blocker. They're just going to go 8 into 8. Of course, we'll counter that. And then 6 into life, we'll take that just to try to get more counter for this Mom swing. Because like obviously Mom's going to swing at a character here because they just can't afford to die. But we just can't counter that 15. Then they're just going to hold up 1. So no blocker. See what we do here. It's going to start 12. What, 12, 13? If they counter out of this, we can maybe go like Sanji, Rush Sanji, but that would only be 6, 7. And we're just going to go 13 at life, put them at 0, I guess. And now we have 4 2Ks and a 1K. I definitely could have played the mom. Maybe that was the better play. Yeah, I would say like mom is the better play, but then I would be putting them at 2 life instead of 0. So now I'm putting them on like, have something more than just like kill me this turn, or have something more than just a Nami blocker because I have the Usopp. And they're just gonna go all out for it, and I'm gonna bait them into going for it because I want them to spend all their Dawn and not hold anything up for Giant, and they do end up taking the bait, and then we can just win the game. And they didn't have the Giant anyway, so I guess it didn't really matter if they took the bait or not. But either way, here's the list again. I'll have some more Pluffy games coming soon, hopefully. If I start feeling better. I'm already feeling pretty drained from making this, from just talking this long, and being sick this weekend. But hopefully be back to regular uploads relatively soon. Wrestling season should be over pretty soon, and then I'll have a lot more time to play again. But I had some extra time and thought I should make a video or something. But thanks for sticking with me, even though I haven't been regularly uploading. I appreciate everyone, and shout out to everyone I saw at Nationals. And either way, GG's to all those guys. Make sure to subscribe to Plastic Beach X3 for more One Piece videos, and peace out.